America this week, the president with a strike of a pen has begun to dismantle Obama's the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. President Trump took his first step Thursday towards fulfilling his vow to dismantle Obamacare, signing an executive order that he says will bring affordable health insurance to millions of people. The order broadly tasked the administration with developing policies to increase healthcare competition and choice in order to improve the quality of healthcare and lower prices. However, it could also destabilize Obamacare by siphoning out young and healthy Americans from the exchange. The order, Trump said from the Roosevelt Room in the White House, would give millions of Americans with Obamacare relief. It would cost the American government virtually nothing, and people would get great health care. And when I say people, I mean millions and millions, what the president said. Specifically, now let me get into the details for you and then we'll talk about it. The president is directing the Labor Department to study how to make it easier for small businesses and possibly individuals to join together to buy health insurance through nationwide association health plans, a senior official said on Thursday. The department could give employers in the same industry more flexibility to offer group coverage across state lines, providing them with a broader range of policies at lower rates. Separately, the order would allow consumers to buy short-term policies, which wouldn't have to comply with the Obamacare protections for those with pre-existing conditions. Also, it looks to broaden the ability of employers to give workers money to buy their own coverage through health reimbursement arrangements such as health HRAs. The changes could take 6 months or so to happen, and here's what common sense people are saying. Common sense Americans and common sense people who study the healthcare law, we're not saying the healthcare law is perfect, but what we're saying is the order may free these association health plans from several key Obamacare regulations and from state oversight, allowing them to sell plans with lower premiums but skimpier benefits that could draw younger and healthier customers away from Obamacare and sends premiums skyrocketing for sicker patients left only to use the exchange. Here's what I mean by this. So for the Affordable Care Act to work, now I'm not saying the Affordable Care Act is perfect, but for it to work, it required that everybody get health insurance, which Health Insurance America is this idea, it's insuring against risk. That's what insurance is. You insure against potential risk. Nobody knows. It's like, no, you never know if you're going to have a heart attack. You don't wake up and be like, today I'm going to have a heart attack. Today the doctor's going to diagnose me with cancer. Nobody knows that. But you insure against the risk of that diagnosis and the treatment that comes with it. So, what this executive order does is it says, we are going to allow individuals, the most healthy of healthy individuals, say, hey, listen, we don't have to buy into the exchange. We could buy across state lines. We can buy into these sort of junk policies, which don't really do much, but we'll have health insurance so we can scave the mandate. But when we buy across state lines, states don't have the ability to regulate what type of insurance we get. And since they can't regulate what type of insurance we get, it leaves those individuals who can't afford to or don't have the ability to because they have a pre-existing condition buy in state lines, their premiums will skyrocket. Right? Because it's all about the pool of individuals that are buying health insurance to begin with. Does that make sense? I know that is very complicated. So let me break it down to you in more layman's terms. There's 10 people, and we all buy health insurance. We all live next door to each other. We all buy health insurance. Half of us are sick. Half of us are well. The insurance company said, the insurance company can fix premiums so that it's lower for everybody because they know half the pool is sick and the other half the pool is well. If you get rid of the individuals who are well in the pool, right, that are bringing the cost down, and say these individuals, oh, you can go buy plans in someplace else, or you can go buy plans a block over, you can go buy plans in another state that you know that are a lot cheaper, that don't have the same regulations, that don't have the same protections. They're all going to leave the marketplace. Right? When they leave the marketplace, what ends up happening are those that their only option for getting health care is in the marketplace, the 5 sick people, are the 5 people with pre-existing conditions. Remember, everything to insurance companies are pre-existing conditions, including being pregnant. Right? Being sexually assaulted is a pre-existing condition to some insurance companies. I'm being real with you. These are a fact. Don't take my word for it. Just look it up. Right? So all these individuals left in the pool are, the insurance company will deem to be, oh, these are risky patients, so we're going to raise all their premiums. So in making it better for this small group of individuals, you actually raise the rates on those individuals who need health care the most, i.e. hurting the most vulnerable of individuals. That's why this is a bad deal for America.